Good evening, glory, hallelujah to you. What the heck's your story? What's going through you? Can you believe that this is season 7 of the glorified version of a Bass and Talk show? Welcome to Stray Casts. Yes, I'm your host, Pat Renwick. Hello, welcome Bass Galaxy. Happy New Year, we're back. We are back, season 7. I can't believe it. Proper Bass and Talk. For the people, by the people. Give it up for the people of the Bass Galaxy. For you. Thank you so much. And thank you, Bass. All you Basses. All you Bass swimming around everywhere. Thank you for the amazing opportunities of life. Hey, I can't believe it's season 7. With that being said, we're bringing in one of our buds to start the thing off, to kick it off in the opener, Cory Johnston. Yes, Cory's coming aboard tonight. He was going to ride in on a dragon. I wanted to ride in on a dragon for season 7. But Cory's going to be here via the Zoomer tonight. Plus, get this, iconic surprise guest. You're not going to believe who's coming on the show. Clap for him already, even though you don't know who they are. That's right. They're coming on at the end of the show. You're not going to believe this. Insane. Insane cameos. Also, get this. The Power Pole giveaway. The Extravaganza Snoochie Boochie Pack Fun Pouch giveaway. So it's $50 worth of, let's not put it. It could be way more than that. We don't even know. Kurt Hill at Power Pole is very generous, and he is giving one lucky viewer in the Bass Galaxy the opportunity to win the Power Pole swag bag pack. It consists of a bunch of cool Power Pole swag, and all you have to do is like and share this live Facebook feed. Boom, like and share the live Facebook feed. You got a chance to win Power Pole swag sack. How's that, Ginge? Speaking of Ginge, back for another year, producing via remote studio, Habartske, Indiana.
Yeah.
And over in Habartske. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Andrew Ellenberger. He's the Ginger Ninja. Give it up for that guy.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay.
They're happy to hear from you, bud.
Yeah.
You sound like you're in a galaxy far away.
I am, unfortunately.
But next week we got a big show, and hopefully you'll be back in the studio with the one and only Mark Zona coming aboard next week.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, pretty excited about the Z Train making his annual stop over in Stray Castville on SCTV. Also, Ginge, on the 26th. Great job, by the way, Andy, to you and the viewers who have been our viewer guest hosts. Give it up for the viewer guest hosts this year. Or last year. Last year. This is this year. This was then. This is now. Today's tomorrow. Tomorrow's today. But yeah. So the next one is the 26th with JR from Alabama. He don't even know it, and we just let him know right now. Jan 26th. Give it up for JR. JR Ewing. Jacket.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that should be very fun. Ginge, the other day, you and I had a chance to get a little Abu Garcia Xenon casting reel sneak peek.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Wow.
Yikes.
That's all I can say is wow.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait for that, so keep your eyes open. Should be hopefully a BMC talk about, maybe?
I hope so.
The new Xenon casting reels. You saw the spinning reel? Yeah. Wait till you see the Bass Galaxy saw it. It's out.
It's out there.
Get it. It's 2 feathers, basically. The new Xenon casting, amazing. Guess what? Back this year in 22, it's time for the Tin Cup Whiskey Word of the Week. But not only, it's different this year. It's kind of a different thing. It's not only the Tin Cup Whiskey Word of the Week. We have the one and only.
Hold on.
Oh, we're getting them together.
He's got to turn it on.
Has he got Veronica Vaughn?
There he goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only via remote. Oh my goodness. It's the Whiskey Gypsy himself. And a special guest. Hey there, hi. Welcome to the Stray Cast Show. You are living life, Foley. You live a cool life.
I am living the life.
Yes, and you are the Whiskey Gypsy. Who's your friend?
This is Courtney.
Hi.
Hi, Courtney. I'm Pat.
Oh, shit.
What's going
You
on?
drink whiskey too.
Yeah, I'm going to call you Veronica Vaughn from now on, Courtney.
Veronica what?
I don't know why. That's from Tommy Boy.
Okay.
But anyway, Courtney, welcome to the Stray Cast Show, and I'm glad you're hanging out with the Whiskey Gypsy, and any friend of the Whiskey Gypsy is a friend of mine. Did you know his name was the Whiskey Gypsy?
Didn't know that.
Well,
She actually didn't know that, Pat.
Yeah.
She just started dating recently.
I
So
call him.
thank you
Our pet name for
telling
him.
her my name.
I'm very interested in the story, though.
Courtney, our pet name for him is Gyps. The fishing team calls him Gyps. You know, that's the Whiskey Gypsy. Yeah. But anyway,
Just traveling around selling whiskey.
Yes.
That's why they
he. Did you know that he sold all the whiskey in Texas at last year's Bassmaster Classic? Luke Foley did. That's right.
sold all the whiskey in Texas.
Yeah,
Yes,
Foley.
that's
I'm building your resume for Courtney here. No, don't worry. And it seems like you're doing fine on your own, but we're helping you out here in the Bass Galaxy. But
I
Courtney,
need all the help I can get.
come on, you're doing well, and I'll tell you what else is doing well. The Tin Cup Whiskey team and the entire Tin Cup Bassin Whiskey campaign. Give it up for Luke Foley, and he's returned in 22 to Stray Cast. Thank you for that. And also, Luke Foley, you will be here every week giving the Tin Cup Whiskey Word of the Week. And Courtney.
It's going to be a new segment, huh,
Yeah,
Pat?
yeah, it's usually not going to be this long, but only because Courtney's here. And in fact, we might bump you completely and keep Courtney on as the Tin Cup Whiskey Word of the Week girl. I think that would be more appropriate, basically. But so
I think she's going to be fine with that, Pat.
yeah. So Courtney and first time viewers, if you're just tuning in, we do the Tin Cup Whiskey Word of the Week, and every time we say a word, you take a little sip of the Tin Cup Whiskey or any beverage of your choice. We ask you to sip responsibly. And Luke Foley, what is the first word ever? Or the first word of the 22 season 7 Stray Cast deal. First Tin Cup Whiskey Word of the Week. What is it?
It's going to be Bud.
Oh my goodness.
Like fish and buds.
Bud. We all say Bud, like, what's up, Bud? Or that's a good one, Bud. And especially Cory, and I say it all the time, Bud. You know what I mean?
But Cory is my bud.
Cory
so
is your bud. Yeah,
look at
absolutely.
Cory here.
And wow. So everybody's going to have a good time. You could drink whatever you choose. You could have a nice cold Coca-Cola. You could have a Tin Cup Whiskey. You could have a sip of Aquafina, whatever you may choose. But please drink responsibly. And thank you, Tin Cup Whiskey. Hey, Foles, did you hear we're giving away a Power Pole swag bag tonight? Some Power Pole
I did
here?
not know we were doing that.
Yeah, not you, but
can I
Power
win that?
Pole is straight. Yeah, Courtney can enter, but you can't. So
Courtney can win it.
yeah, because they have women's swag as well. Yeah. For Kurt
Hey,
Hill.
Pat, I don't know if I should tell the whole fishing world this.
Well-
Her only flaw thus far,
Uh-oh.
she's a pleasure boater.
All right.
Oh, she's got a dual council bass boat, you're saying. I see. Yeah.
But you're not helping the situation.
Yeah, I see.
She's a pleasure boater.
Also, in other words, she inherited a dual council bass boat somehow from something that happened before. I don't know. That's a story we just made up here on Stray Cast. But Courtney, you're welcome back anytime. And I want to remind the Bass Galaxy, like and share the live Facebook feed. Your opportunity to win a swag bag from Power Pole. Yeah. So here's what we got to do. Courtney, can you help me with this? This is what we do all the time on Stray Cast before we go to a break. We just say, put the power poles down. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back. Can you do that for me?
Yes, we are at dinner, but yeah.
No, you have to say put the power poles down. We'll be right
Okay.
back.
That's all I have to do?
That's what you
Yeah.
have to do.
Put the power.
Powerfuls down. We'll be right back.
That was beautiful with Cory Johnston. That's the
She
Whiskey
nailed it.
Gypsy. And Courtney,
Love you guys.
she nailed it. Love you more. Peace. Put him down. Don't go anywhere. Pat Renwick, Cory Johnston, coming at you.
It's my playground. Well, Nobody wants to run out of power when they're on the water. There is a better way. Introducing the Charge Marine Power Management Station from PowerPole that does the work of 3 devices: a traditional battery charger, a charge on the run, and an emergency start system. PowerPole Charge.
This is the mountain, and this is mountain whiskey. Unspoiled, untamed, forever wild. There's no safety net, no way down. Up here, it's just man, and the mountain, and his tin cup. Tin Cup Whiskey. Mountain whiskey.
The TH Marine Hydrowave H2 KVD Edition is a surefire way to ignite a feeding frenzy. The Hydrowave utilizes a sound-emitting technology that imitates bait fish and other feeding fish below the surface that preys on the competitive nature of bass and other game fish to get you more bites. The Hydrowave is another way that TH Marine has you covered from transom to trolling motor.
Step up your game. It has been said that professionals are only as good as the tools they work with, and Alpha Angler has developed the ultimate set of tools for you, the competitive angler. Alpha Angler custom rods, brought to fruition by the passion of master craftsman Jake Boomer and 2017 BASS Angler of the Year Brandon Palaniuk. Alpha Angler rods are custom made in the USA. Designed and engineered to be perfect, Alpha Angler utilizes a very unconventional approach to making the very best bass rods, from drop shotting to flipping. Alpha Angler's focus is on building perfectly balanced tournament-grade bass rods at an affordable price. Join the Alphalution today and purchase direct at alphaangler.com. Step up your game. alphaangler.com. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I want to remind you, this is the glorified version of a Bass and Talk Show. This is Season 7, and I'm your host, Pat Renwick. We're excited now more than ever to bring you, to kick off this Season 7, the one and only Bassmaster Elite Series Pro. Cory Johnston from the hot tub. From the hot tub, bud.
Right. Absolutely.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah, I'm just relaxing, man. I got a sore back and got the Leafs game on background and just having a time here by myself.
Where's the family?
Little guys are in bed and wife's, she's not feeling 100%, so she's kind of relaxing.
There you go. Okay. And you're over in a hot tub time machine making things happen.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us, Cor.
No worries. Anytime. Thanks for having me.
Dude, well, I mean, we've had you on the show plenty of times, but it's always been like clowning around. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. There he is. But it's always been kind of like clowning around, you know, Cor? So we're gonna do a Cory Johnston feature tonight. All right?
I like it. Let's do it.
Yeah, little history of Cory. I mean, like, first off, I think most people know, you know, your FLW career. Of course, backtrack. You won a bunch of stuff in Canada, everything around the house. You did really good there. You're Opens champion. Give it up on the Open. We never congratulated you formally on Straight Cast. Congratulations on that victory, bud.
Thank you.
Yeah, we were happy for you that time.
Appreciate it.
I mean, so your prowess as a pro basser is known, but we're gonna dig a little deeper. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we're gonna dig a little deeper, and we gotta. I hate to use the word special, but we got a special segment at the end.
I'm sure you do.
This isn't all chirping tonight. This is 100% serious show. Okay.
No doubt.
Until now. Okay, so this is the segment. Whenever, of course, any good bass fishing talk show host, they research their guests, right? And what's better to research than Google? So yeah, exactly. This is a little. We're going to start this show off with I googled Cory Johnston, and this is what happened. And I like the Google music, Andy. That's good.
I wish I could see. Can't see you.
You can't see me?
Oh, I can't see you.
Why, Ginge? How can he see me?
Oh, now I can see you now. There we go.
Hey!
I want to see you, but
believe me, you don't want it, but it's better. It's better this way.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
I like what I'm wearing better than what you're wearing.
I don't know. I had more fun.
Hey, but yeah, man. I mean, let's tell you what happened when we Googled Cory Johnston. So this is not in order. I'm just going to tell you what happened, and you go ahead and you can answer these questions too, or you don't have to if they're too dumb. Okay? I'm giving you that option. All right. So, one of the questions that came up is Cory from Australia. Is Cory? You're not. That's Carl.
That's Carl.
Yeah, so they mistaked you with Carl for some reason. I think it's the C.
Must be.
Yeah, so you're not from Australia. We know that. You're Canadian. So
right.
Another question was, how many Canadian professional bass fishermen are there?
3, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. That's the answer that came to my head. So
yeah,
that was another. This is all under Cory Johnston Google, so not bad so far, right? That's nothing bad. Nothing about like arrest records and all that stuff.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, we're not. We're not talking about any of that. This one is, how much is Cory Johnston worth? That was your net worth.
What was it?
It doesn't say. I didn't click on all these. I'm going down the list. Do you want to answer it?
Not enough. I'll tell you that.
Everybody counts bass fishermen's money all the time. Don't you know that? That's how.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like everybody thinks bass fishermen are rich.
Usually has a negative in front of it.
They don't consider the in the red factor. All right.
No, that's the way they make $1 million fishing, to start with 2.
And then another question that came up right after that one actually was, how much money did Jacob Wheeler make in 2021? That was in with you.
More than me.
Yeah, more than you. Who's older, Chris or Cory?
Cory.
Cory, you're older. And how old is Gussie? That was one of the questions.
I think he's 2 years on me. I think he's 38.
Yeah, well, those were the things in the Google Cory Johnston. So not like all crazy or nothing. So that came out pretty good.
That's a lot lighter than I thought you were going to pile on me.
No, yeah, I told you this is we're keeping this things respectable for a while.
All right.
Yeah, as we go.
I ain't scared to dig deep. I mean.
Oh no, I know you're not. I know you're not. And honestly, Kate, your search, you ain't scared of nothing.
Wow.
You're Saturday Night Cory, for crying out.
Scared of my wife sometimes.
You have to be.
Yeah.
You have to be. Hey, but let's go over a little bit of your record, okay?
Yeah.
So, let's backtrack. So, you kind of did the FLW thing for a couple years, and then you stopped for a few years, and then came back in 16 or something?
Man, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think I ever shut her down completely. I think I just did a tournament here, a tournament there. Back then, I had a pretty good job working at Hydro One, and that's kind of why Chris started a little bit before I did on the U.S. side of things. I was making really good money, and one day I had a leave of absence, and they said, "Yeah, no problem." Just for like 3 or 4 weeks, and then I get a letter on like the third week, and it said, "You've been terminated." And me and the old man kind of looked at each other, laughed, and said, "All right, cool, I'm going fishing."
Going fishing, bud. Were you kind of like maybe at that time you're out there grinding away in the workforce, and your brother's out there living the life of a bass and rock star? Were you kind of like, were you a little jealous? Were you a little jelly at first?
100%. I mean, like, I'm calling them, like, you catching them, you on them, what's going on? And that was probably the first tournament we in the U.S. was, Chris did, was the Thousand Islands. It was an FLW Costa. And that's the first time we'd ever been on that body of water. And he was like, I don't know, 18, 19, 17. I don't know how old he was, but he was young. And he almost won it. He finished second. So right after that, he went to the next tournament. And I think he actually won Angler of the Year that year on his first year of the Costas. And right after that, I was like, okay, I'm coming.
Let's go. Yeah, you in no disrespect, a lot of times anglers, or let's say professional bass anglers, are judged by how good they are by the number under 50s and over 50s. You know what I mean? Not just top 10s, but maybe like, your how many if you're looking at bad finishes, they're over 50. You see what I'm saying, Cory?
Yep, I hear you.
And you had quite a few of those in FLW. No disrespect. But here's the thing. You came to bass, and you that didn't happen. You kind of came to bass to kick ass, it seemed.
Yeah. And I think in FLW, I fished a lot more. I'm not even sure what the word would be, but tighter. That wasn't working. And I'd have a few good finishes here and there. And I just kind of learned from my mistakes, and and now it's pretty consistent.
Yeah, and this is pretty cool. We probe Ronnie Moore all the time for stats. You know that, right? Ronnie likes to be probed, so we probe him. and you've only had 4 over 50s in bass. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
So you don't even know what they are?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask you.
No, I know one was, I think, I could be wrong, but it was Tennessee River last year when we were out of Knoxville.
No.
Around 50th. Could have been 40 something. But
48th you were there.
Oh, go. So
it's still not an over 50. It did. So Sabine River, Chick,
okay.
Fork, and Eufaula.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those were your doggers in the elites.
Yeah.
But get this, man. Out of 35 BASS derbs, you've been in the money 33 times, bud. Like,
I guess
that's a derber. You're a derber.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, yeah, I've never really looked at those stats, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I know that talk show hosts are supposed to be stay unbiased or whatever,
Sure.
but it's tough because a lot of you guys are my buds, you know? So I'm going to be honest with you. I want to see you win a blue trophy. I really want to see you and Matt Robertson win a blue trophy.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to. Obviously, I'd love to win one. I've been so close, and last year. I mean, I feel like I should have had two of them, one on St. Lawrence and one on Pickwick. But it is what it is, man. That's what keeps all of us coming back for more, and you dig a little deeper the next year.
I was looking at some footage that we pulled for promotions, and it was from the Pickwick event, and I hear us knuckleheads yelling at you in the background. It was outstanding. What a derb that was, man. But dude, 14 top 10s. Okay, not too bad. Now, Chris does. You guys share stuff, so I mean, you guys are kind of like in a team thing, and Chris has 12 top 10s. So together you guys are doing pretty good there. And of course he's got the W that you're working for, that you're working for. Yeah.
Oh, he does.
Yeah. Now get this. This is the cool part. I thought this was amazing. All right. So far you have won in your BASS career and this is just in a few short years. Okay.
Okay.
$464,790.
Nice.
Okay, not bad. And you've caught, look, get this. It gets better. This gets better. You've caught 1,622 pounds of fish, Core.
That's a lot of bass.
That's a lot. All right.
Yep.
Now, that comes to $286 a pound.
Nice.
All right.
Right.
Skip ahead. Your brother, he won that derb, so he's got a few more bucks in the bank, really your money, but he's $312 a pound.
Oh, he's beating me.
He's beating you a little bit. Yeah. But get this. If you think of it this way, each fish that you guys catch is almost $600 a pound. $598 a pound as a team. Like a 12-pounder is what's that?
Yep.
That's like...
How do I ignore it?
Did you drop your phone in the tub?
Oh, I got Livesey calling me here.
It's Lee. He knows you're in the hot tub. Yeah. He heard there's a hot tub party. $2,400 for a 4-pounder each time you and Chris catch one.
I like that.
That's a good stat.
It's a good stat.
Yeah. So now that might not help your anger level, though, every time you lose a 4-pounder.
No. A little
Hey, hold on. Hey, Ginge, why does Cory keep cutting out? Can you hear me on the remote, Ginge? Why does it seems like he keeps cutting out? What can we do about that? Say it again, bud. He's farther from the microphone. Oh, it's because you're getting farther. You have to keep your head perfectly still the rest of the interview.
All right, can't move.
Like a robot. But hey, impressive stats. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Good job, bud.
Thank you.
I mean, 22 is I want to backtrack. I want to talk about little Cory. Okay, I want to go way back. Like little Cory, the little kid, the inner child Cory.
Got it.
So let me give you an American's perception of Canada. A little American kid's perception of Canada. A little American kid that fishes perception of Canada, let's say. Okay. It's like Canada's the best. Fishing's everywhere. The fish are dumb. You just catch them. And is that kind of a thing? Like, did you grow up in that type of environment?
No. It's saying that like the bass are definitely not as smart as some of the ones we fish down south. But if you go up to Gussie's neck of the woods, that's when they're totally stupid, and you can catch them every cast. And they just don't get the pressure that they get here. Here where I live, we're somewhat close to Toronto. It's about an hour drive, hour and a half, and our lakes do get a lot of pressure. Fish are getting smarter and smarter every year, and they're also getting harder and harder to find. So they are not as smart as U.S. bass.
Well, so like an American kid thinks of Canada because the Linders are fishing there. You know what I mean? That's how we see it. So
sure.
Like in what I don't want to jump ahead too much, but it's like it seems like Canada lakes are just one type of lake. But is there different styles of fishing there?
100%. I mean, all the lakes that I grew up around, it's 50-50 largemouth, smallmouth. Most of the lakes are covered in grass. Milfoil is predominant. You got reeds. A lot of lakes look like Lake Okeechobee. And then small. So it's definitely we got it all up here.
What about like muddy, woody lakes? Are there things like that?
Yeah, we got mud, we got wood, we got pads, milfoil, rock, you name her, we got her.
Huh. So that kind of is a contributor to your success, I would say.
100%. I mean, a lot of people think that we're just smallmouth fishermen. That's not the case at all. We didn't even fish for smallmouth until we were, teenagers, because the water was really dirty until zebra mussels got in here and cleaned our water up, and we didn't have the electronics that we have now to be able to find the structure. So for the majority of my life when we were younger was 100% largemouth.
And like as a kid, was that your pop taking you and Chris fishing? Is that kind of what the deal was?
100%.
And what kind?
He fished tournaments every weekend, and the most competitive stuff that you can fish around here, and he was very good at it and won a lot of tournaments. So we basically had a front row seat to how he found them and pre-fishing, and he'd drag us along, for 3-4 days in the boat pre-fishing before the tournament. So, and this is when we were 4, 5, 7 years old. So we got to learn everything at a very young age.
Wow, that and for those that don't know, Lynn Johnston is a legend, is a Canadian Durber. Your dad is a legend out there, bud. That's no doubt. No doubt about that. So what was your dad running? What was he running? What was the boat back then?
Way back, he started off with some Rangers, and then he had a sponsorship from OMC, and he ran Stratos for years. And then that kind of ended, and we were back into Rangers.
So how old were you before he'd let like you and Chris take the boat out?
We were young. We couldn't drive. He'd drop us in the lake, and we have a buddy that I feel like we may talk to later. He's a few years older. His dad and my dad were fishing partners, and they'd drop us in the water with the boat, and we'd go fish all day, and then my mom or my dad or whoever back the truck and trailer in the water and take us home because none of us could drive. So once Josh was old enough, he had this little beater of a purple Ranger truck, and we'd jump in that thing, hook the boat up, and most of the time we couldn't get out of the boat ramps, but we made it work.
That's outstanding. And you just spent the whole day there. Didn't care about nothing.
Didn't care about anything.
Nothing. No worries at all. So like when I was a kid, like we had winter. Well, you had obviously winter, but you did a lot of time hunting and stuff too with your dad and your brother. But we used to just watch fishing all winter too, and like pretend bass fish. We're thinking about it in our mind. Thinking about that. Who was the pretend when you were thinking about bassing as a kid? Who was that guy? Who was the pro?
It's really hard to say. I mean, we used to watch Bob quite a bit, the Real Fishing Show.
Who'd you say? Cor?
Bob Azumi.
Bob Azumi, yes.
He's kind of the local legend with the show, and back then he could catch them. Now, it's 50-50. But he's We watched him a lot. I remember getting up on Saturday mornings and throwing the fishing channel on and watching it until noon hour, and that was in the winter. And then I'd, be on a bus going to hockey or wherever. But Saturday mornings were always spent watching fishing.
Yeah, that was it. I think for all crazy bass heads, that's a special time as a kid. It's like, I think it kind of molds us as anglers too, especially watching like the Bassmaster block and all that stuff, seeing Clun, Van Dam in the early days, all that stuff. That molds us as bass fishermen. You know what I mean, Cory?
100%. I mean, like we were just talking about, I remember watching Bassmaster, and the one classic that sticks out to me was the one that I don't remember which one, but one of the ones that Clun won. And I remember all the confetti going off on the stage, and I remember saying to the old man, like, that's pretty much what I want to do. And he'd look at me and shake his head and whatever. Back then, there was no chance that would ever happen. And still to this day, it's kind of mind blowing to see where we were and where we are now, and we're actually doing it. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, dude. And I mean, it's and think about it, like you're that person, like you are. That's a big responsibility, Cory. Do you realize that?
Yeah, I mean, I do and I don't. I just look at it as, I'm just a guy that likes to fish, and I go out there. I'm not the kind of person that, puts hours in behind a computer looking at Google Earth, and, I probably should be, but I don't. It's just not my nature. And, I'm just a guy that likes to fish, and, people come up to me and, say, oh man, I watch you on Bassmaster Live and blah, blah, blah. And, it makes you feel good, but I don't think of it as I'm a professional bass fisherman. That's what I do. I just love what I do, and catch as many as I can.
Yeah, it's almost ridiculous if you think about it, that the opportunity is there to make a living from a fish.
100%.
Without harvesting the fish.
Yep.
Like it's baffling, but it's amazing, and it's a miracle of the modern age. I think.
Without a doubt.
And you're living it, man. You're living it. So not too bad, man. I want to talk a little bit more about fishing as a kid in Canada. And so you got dumped in the boat, you and Josh and Chris, and go out for the day. And like, were you using your dad's gear, or did you guys have your own stuff? Did you have like your cherished stuff, and was there your stuff and Chris's stuff?
No, we just grabbed a bunch of Lynn's gear and fired it in the boat, and away we went. The tackle was all in there, and we just went out and gave her, and we figured things out. We had fun doing it. We wouldn't go to the spots where we know we're going to catch them every time. We wanted to fish and figure it out, and we fished a bunch of tournaments back then when we were just little punks and made some money doing it. We just had a good time. So,
give me how old are you at this time again that you're talking about?
Oh man, I was probably, I don't know, 10, 12.
So at that time, 10, 12, what was like the top dog combo that Lynn had? Rod and reel, the best rod and reel he had in the boat.
Man, I don't know. Probably a Bassmaster.
Oh, the old Bassmasters, yeah.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
With that rod that didn't have a handle. It was just like one rod.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, I remember that. So say you boys were out there in the boat and like you stepped on a guide and you bent it. Would you tell Lynn about it, or would you kind of just let Lynn find it?
I don't remember, to be honest with you, but I'm sure we just let him find it. There's no doubt. But he had a good deal back then with a company, and I'm sure they got replaced.
The Bassmasters. Everyone had Bassmasters as kids, right?
You had to.
Yeah, and I had the pistol grip ones too, man.
Myself.
Freaking awesome.
Yep.
When's the last time you threw a pistol grip, Cor?
I don't know, when I was 10, 12.
You got to try it again. We just did. Yeah, me, Robertson, and Fighter did it. It's amazing.
I don't think the wrists are as strong as fighters.
Leave that one there. Cory in the hot tub.
Yeah.
How the Leafs doing?
It was 2-2.
Hey, man, 22 is your year, right? It's got to be, right?
I'm hoping so. I mean, I thought 21 was going to be my year, but dropped the ball on that, and I'm hoping so, man. I'm hoping the next 10 years are my years, but we'll see.
Exactly. But what? So you were hoping 21. What went wrong in 21, in your opinion?
2 lost fish on Pickwick, and 2 fish that I didn't catch on the St. Lawrence River.
What do you mean by that? That you didn't catch on the St. Lawrence? That you didn't catch?
I left them there. I could have caught them. They were on beds, and I shook the one off the door, and I went back. Couldn't catch it. It was rough, and I couldn't see the fish, and couldn't catch it. The other 5-pounder I could have caught the day before, it left. So if I had caught those 2 fish, I'd have won.
I never asked you about Pickwick. And you were, again, that close but no cigar. I know it sucks, but like, remember you were catching them behind that island, right?
Yep.
In the morning, you had high hopes to go pull up there and catch them. We were staying at the same house. I knew you were pumped up.
Yep.
And they weren't there. Like they weren't there. Like
the water had dropped like a foot, and that moved all the fish. Even on the other side of the island that I was fishing with Pipkins, all his fish moved as well. And I knew that really quick, and made an adjustment, and it was the right adjustment to win the tournament. I lost 2 key fish, and it is what it is. It's that's fishing.
But my question to you about this is like, I know you get frazzled easy sometimes. But then on the other half, you can really keep it together. I've seen both sides of this of you. And
yeah, when I'm fishing, I don't get rattled. I don't get frustrated. I don't get I don't get running around, and but I do have that switch that flips, and that generally happens when I'm not in the water.
Yeah, well, and you did that day is a perfect example of that type of adjustment. And that was a champion's adjustment that day, Cory.
100%. It was the right call, and I knew those fish were there. I just didn't know how big they were, and they were the right ones. I just I was using a jig that normally I flip with braid, and I was using fluorocarbon. And looking back, I would have used a different hook in that jig, but little things like that you learn, and I won't make that mistake again.
Well, you got 22 for redemption. So are you getting ready mentally, physically, the gear too? Is everything falling into line, or are you just sitting around in the hot tub all the time?
Sitting around the hot tub, shooting some coyotes the last few days.
I saw.
Got like 9 coyotes since Christmas, so my boat's not here. Waiting on that. My garage is still a mess. There's rods everywhere, tackle everywhere. So yeah, I'm just chilling, man. I'm not gonna probably start getting stuff ready for another week, and then we'll once the boat gets here, we'll start getting ready and roll south. So
have you done any tackle work?
No.
Nothing.
Huh. Haven't even looked.
Wow. You got string and everything? You got bait and string?
I'm sure I got enough to get me through Florida.
Now, are you coming home before the Bassmaster Classic, or are you going straight? Well, yeah, that's 3 derbs.
Yeah, no, I definitely am going to home, or I might get shot. It's going to be a long stretch. I'm probably going to be gone for a month, and then make her home for probably 4 days, and then head out to the Classic.
Okay, so you will get back to Canada before the Classic.
Canada.
Yeah, that's a long haul, bud. Florida, that's like a 6-day space drive.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm probably leaving the boat somewhere in South Carolina and fly home. Or who knows? With all this COVID garbage up here, you never know. We might all be locked in our house still. You never know.
Yeah, I heard they got the provinces shut down up there. Some of them.
Yep, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, nuts. Can't even live sometimes, but I guess whatever. I don't know what to say. You're in a hot tub and we bass fish. That's what this is all about. So 22, no prep, no nothing. No, I mean, you're playing some hockey a little bit when you're feeling okay. That's physical prep.
Playing a little hockey, but that just got shut down too. So everything's shut down here, man. It's horrible.
You gonna go do push-ups or something in the parking lot?
No chance.
So you're just gonna wing it. 22 comes, ready to go.
Winging it. That's roll, man. I just wing it. Just go out and have fun. Do what I do, and works, it works. If it doesn't, get them next time.
Hey, I like it. But so you've looked at the schedule, right, Cor?
Yeah, I'm excited about the schedule. I like it. I think it suits my style pretty good.
All right. Well, throw one out. Throw one derby out right away. Get rid of one. Which one?
St. Lawrence River.
St. Lawrence River. Done. Why? You don't like that?
No, I love that.
What?
Oh, you said throw one out, like one I don't like?
Yeah, I was baffled. I was baffled. Throw a derb out. Get rid of one.
How about let's go with Pickwick because it's going to be a deep ledge bite.
Oh, okay. You don't like those outside girls.
Man, I do. I just don't like fishing with people.
Yeah, it gets crowded.
Yeah, I don't like it. That's sometimes when the switch gets flipped. But yeah, I prefer not to fish around a bunch of people if I can.
It's tough to keep your cool when you're competing for that amount of money, and there's 4 guys around you throwing at the same thing.
100%. I mean, you have to work together when that happens, but sometimes there's people there that you just don't want to fish with. It's just the way it is, and they found the same spot, and it is what it is. But
I mean, you guys. It's so crazy how you guys often find the same stuff.
For sure, and I mean, all the electronics out there are so good now, and the mapping's so good, and I mean, it really isn't rocket science. It's just a matter of going out, covering water, and knowing what you're doing.
And you're thinking St. Lawrence is your derb. That's your derb to win.
100%.
Gotcha. How do you feel about Florida, man?
I love Florida, man. I do well there for the most part. It fishes like I grew up fishing. It's flipping, it's reaction baits, and I love fishing that style. So, and I love sight fishing too. So if they're up shallow spawning, I mean that's kind of my juice.
Yeah, and I think of you as a flipper. Like a lot of people think of you as a smallmouth dude, but I think of you as a flipper, bud. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like you're probably more comfortable with that than say smallmouthing sometimes.
I don't know about that. It's 50-50. I mean, that's how I catch largemouth here, and that's how we all catch them, just flipping. And so when I'm largemouth fishing, if I want to have a flipping stick in my hand.
Yeah, you're always messing around with that. You were working on a new flipping stick last time. Did you get it all done?
It's very close. It'll be coming out with Daiwa on the Tattoo Elite series here, hopefully sooner than later.
The Cory Johnston signature series.
Absolutely.
I like it. Me
too.
That's big time. That's big. You and your brother, you're making waves, man. Making waves.
I hope. Like I said, I just go out, catch as many bass as I can, and let the chips fall where they may.
Who's yelling at you?
Oh, my grandma. Yeah. Yes. Yep. Yep, I'm good.
Graham's checking on you?
Yeah, Graham's checking on me.
That's so sweet.
All right. Yo, we're good. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks.
What's your Gram's name?
Rita.
Rita.
Yeah.
That's awesome. She's
Just
making.
checking on me. I'm good. I'm out here talking to myself.
Yeah. She thought you were hitting the rye, the old tin cup rye.
Exactly. Would be the first time. So she's just double checking.
Oh, it's Cory again. Better check on him.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get to know a little more about Cory. All right, let's do a little segment that we just invented called Deep Thoughts with Cory.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, you got to let loose, all right, bud? And
Let's do it.
You got just tell us. Don't hold back.
All right.
You let loose. All right. We're deep thoughting. So, Cory, first thing I want to ask you is describe the state of bass fishing. The current state of bass fishing.
Current state of bass fishing is, I think it's really good. There's multiple platforms to people to get out and fish, different levels. I think the college and high school fishing is at an all-time high, and I like it. I like where it's going, and there's a lot of young people getting involved.
I agree. I agree. Do you see yourself as a champion?
I would hope so. I mean, I don't, not yet, but I don't fish just because I want to go fishing. I fish because the day I hope so.
But you must creatively visualize it. I'm sure you've seen that.
Oh, I think about it all the time, but you got to put it in the back of your mind and go out and practice, do your job, and make the right decisions in the tournament, and you'll get a blue trophy.
There it is. I mean, that was pretty much it in a nutshell right there.
Yeah, nailed it.
Cory philosophy right there. So I need you to think about champions. Okay? Think about it. And what's a common trait that champions have? Like something they all share.
The wanting to win. Everyone that wins wants to be a winner. They work hard and they have the winning mindset.
Yeah, like that killer instinct almost, right?
Second's never good enough.
Yeah. And they're pissed. Second pisses them off.
Yep, more than anything.
Do you think you're an intimidating bass fisherman on the water?
I have no idea. I just I do my thing and tell it how it is. And I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like me, they like me. If they don't, I don't lose any sleep.
Okay, well, that's a great answer. But I asked you if you think if other people perceive you as intimidating on the water. Do you think they do?
I know Chris does if I get really mad.
How about your elite competitors? You don't have to name names, but do you feel some of them may?
I'm sure some of them do.
Okay. Well, good. You're doing your job then.
Yeah, I mean, definitely won.
Yeah. But if you're not intimidating your competitors to some extent, you don't have the trait of a champion. True or false?
I think so, but I mean, you want to intimidate them in the right ways with your fishing abilities, and you want those guys that every time you get out on the water, they have to beat you, or they're not going to win.
Yeah, I agree, and that's what I'm talking about. And I think that you may not you might not realize it, but I think that people think that about you, Cory, and your brother.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end, hey, that's what you want.
Yeah, not as intimidating as Jason Christie, but
No.
he just looks at you and you turn to stone. Hey, what do you think about the rules in professional bass fishing, especially BASS? Like as a whole, are you pretty cool with most rules?
Yeah, I am. I can't really think of one that I don't agree with 100%. I like the no information rule. As long as guys follow the rule and don't try and skirt it. I really like that rule. I think we're professionals. We don't need help from some local or something like that. We need to go out, do our own thing, and figure it out on our own. But as far as other rules, I'm good with them. The only one that I wish they would add is, maybe sportsman, little less restrictions on the unsportsmanlike rule.
Yeah, like maybe a little closer to hockey.
100%. Like, if there's an issue, you should be able to get out on shore and figure it out and get back in the boat and the best man get the spot, I guess. I don't know.
And dude, I'm kind of with you. And 100% like mega chirping. Like, if you can't take chirping, then I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, 100%. Like in my opinion, you should be able to speak your mind out there, and not necessarily in a vulgar or in a way that's intended to hurt somebody, but you should be able to make it known that someone's done something wrong and you don't approve of it.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of times in professional bass fishing, not just BASS, but the other leagues too, it's like anglers are kind of afraid to be like, you're being a douche, man, and you need to know you're being a douche. You know what I mean? That's like, it doesn't seem like that's in the forefront. Maybe it should be.
It isn't, and the people that do that and are unsportsmanlike about maybe moving in on a spot, and those are the guys that need to hear it. And if they just get a little, please don't fish my spot, they're going to do it again to the next guy and the next guy until someone actually does something and makes them think twice about it.
Yeah, they push the envelope. We see certain anglers do it. We won't necessarily name names that push rules to the extent.
100%. I mean, not just one person. There's a few of them.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, there's multiple anglers that do it, and I don't think it should be, if that's witnessed by another angler, I think it should bring the hockey aspect into it.
Sure.
That's where it comes into play. And that's where you Hansen brothers lead the way.
Yeah.
You are the Hansen brothers, aren't you?
Maybe back in the day, not no more. I'm old, man.
Can you take a hit still in hockey?
Sure I can. Well, not right now. I fall apart with my back, but
yeah, but
Chris is still playing senior A hockey this year.
Oh, I know he's a beast, but I know you're getting a little fragile.
I am getting a little fragile, but I still got it in me.
So you're in the hot tub, you go to physical therapy, you heal the back up, but then you go play hockey, you get hit twice, and then you're jacked again.
No. I've never been hurt. I've never had an injury from hockey. It's always like stupid little stuff. Like this injury is probably from carrying 80-pound bags of corn over my shoulder, feeding deer for 2 months or 3 months.
25-pound bags of smallmouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 10-foot waves, hopping 10-footers.
No, I don't. Worst injury I ever had in hockey is I broke my leg once when I was a kid, and a few bumps and bruises, black eyes, but chipped a tooth. That's it.
You ever get asked to be on that Chicklet podcast?
No, I don't. I'm not that good. Trust me.
Well, you're a Canadian athlete. You and Chris were the top two athletes in your town.
Not top 2. We were top 10.
Oh, top 10.
Top 10.
Sorry.
We're 12 people, so.
But hey, Buff isn't even been on Chicklets, but he's been on Stray Cast, but he refuses to be on the Chicklets.
That's true, yes.
Yeah, but he was on Stray Cast, just like you.
100%.
Yeah, just like you. All you rock stars.
I definitely have to go on it, I'll be honest with you.
What's that?
I said if Spittin' Chicklets called me, I definitely have to go on the podcast.
100% you will.
Penalty minutes for that.
Yeah, no, you and Chris both need to be on that. Like your hockey, you're professional athletes.
Professional fishermen.
Yes. So you're not an athlete?
I mean, is a fisherman an athlete? I don't know. It depends who you ask.
I mean, some are, some aren't, right?
Fair enough.
Is fishing a sport, a professional sport?
It would be.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Then you're an athlete.
Well, okay. I'm going to go home and tell my wife that, and she's going to laugh at me again.
She knows by now.
Yeah, when I go home and get the ice pack out of the freezer and say, "Listen, honey, I'm a professional athlete and leave me alone," she's just gonna.
Hey, all athletes got to recover, Core.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Hey, what state in America has the dumbest bass? Where are the bass the easiest to catch in America?
New York.
New York.
New York.
A lot of untapped in there, or what?
I think so. A lot of untapped stuff, and just a lot of smallmouth too. They're generally easier to catch than largemouth.
Is that shorter season have a thing to do with it in that upstate area?
It definitely. And they get all winter to relax and hang out, and I just think the clear water helps, and they're sight fishermen and or sight feeders, I should say, and it's easy to see what their structure is and where they're at, and make a precise cast to catch them. Whereas down south, a lot of that's murkier or stained water, and you can't see them, and a lot of reservoirs, and they get pounded day after day after day.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we see it. So when it comes to bass, which species has the most complicated personality, the smallmouth or the largemouth?
That all depends on what you're fishing. I mean, smallmouth to me are the most simple fish to find. It's maybe it's just we're, I guess, around them so much and know how they move and know where they go and what they do at different times. But largemouth have so much more stuff to be on. They'll be on rock. They'll be on wood. They'll be, on pads, docks. So to me, to be able to figure out a good largemouth bite up north is tougher than a good smallmouth bite.
So who has a better personality, a largemouth or a smallmouth?
Smallmouth.
A smallmouth. And what does your personality resemble the most, a largemouth or a smallmouth?
I would say a mix.
Mixed. You're like party Cory sometimes, and then serious Cory the other times.
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah, I get it. Sometimes you're like an alley thug, and sometimes you're like a choir boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's I get you. I get you. Cory, why do you professional bass fish? Why do you do this? Why do you do all this stuff?
I mean, I love fishing. It's if I'm not bass fishing, I'm steelhead fishing in the creeks, or I'm walleye fishing, or what. But I really do love fishing, but I love the competitiveness of tournament fishing. If I didn't have tournament fishing, I wouldn't love fishing near as much as I do. Put it that way. It's the drive. It's the competitiveness. I'm a competitive person. It doesn't matter if it's fishing or hockey or cards or whatever. It doesn't matter. I'll put some money on it, and I want to win.
So what would you be doing? What were you doing before, and you got a family business too, right?
We own a small battery business, and that's where I'd be. I'd have to be out there grinding a little harder than I do with it, and stirring up new business to be able to support us all. But that's what I'd be doing.
Yeah, you'd be slinging batteries. You'd want to be selling more lithiums because they're easy on that back of yours. Yeah,
they're harder on the wallet.
That's for sure, man. Hey, you got a short time to get there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You got a short time to get there.
It does.
What does that mean to you?
Like I've always said, if I win an elite, win an AOY, and win the classic, I'm done.
Okay.
And those are goals that were almost impossible to reach. But I got a young family, and my boys are going to be into it just as much as I am. Maybe it's going to be hockey, maybe it's going to be lacrosse, maybe it's, going to be whatever, but they're right into the sports, and they love the fish and the hunt and everything. So, I'll have no problem sitting back, putting my feet up and watching them do it.
Yeah. And such an important part of every bass angler's life is the balance of family and competitive fishing. it's a real thing that successful professional bass anglers figure out. Isn't that correct, Cory?
100%. And, we've been cutting back on some of the local tournaments in the summer just because, like I said, the boys are getting older. They want to be in the boat. They want to be fishing, and they know when you're away now. They know when you're going to be gone for weeks on fishing, and it's getting close to to slowing her up a bit. But I probably still got 10 more years in me.
Okay. So how old are the boys now?
He's 3.5, and the other one's 1.
1 and 3.5. So does the 3.5-year-old know what you do?
Yeah, he does. He knows when Dad's going to work to fish. He wants to be out there in the boat every time I go. Like he is pissed when he's not going in the boat.
So does he see you more as a hockey player or a bass fisherman?
No, definitely a bass fisherman. It's with this COVID stuff, and I never got to play anything other than men's league. So he's never been able to. When he's been around, I've never played competitive hockey, so he's never got to see that part of it. He's just seen the odd men's league game, but he knows me as a bass fisherman.
Nice, and that's pretty cool, man. To be able to like say I would love that as a kid, to be able to say my dad's a pro bass fisherman, and think how it was for you. Your dad was balling in Canada as a bass and derb guy, and it was cool for you to say that. You know what I mean?
Yep, 100%.
Hey, honest, I know these trophies are important, and I gotta get this dialed in. So, like, the 3 most prestigious trophies in bass fishing, of course, the Blue Trophy, the AOY Trophy, and the Bassmaster Classic Trophy, right?
Yep.
All right. So, scales of 1 to 10, importance to you, Cory. Each one of those trophies. Each one.
I mean, they're all 10s in my book. I want them all. I want them all. I wouldn't be fishing the Elite Series if I said, I'd just be happy with 1 Blue Trophy. I want them all. I want the AOY. I want the Classic Trophy, and I want them every year. That's the way it is. That's why I do this. I want to be the best every year.
Do you see yourself getting a Blue Trophy before any of the other ones?
Man, I don't know. I've been so close to that AOY so many times, and like
Blue
twice
Trophies.
now.
Yeah, and Blue Trophies though.
And Blue Trophies. So, the Classic one I've kind of stumbled a bit on, but you never know.
How you feeling about Hartwell?
I've never fished it this time of year. I've only fished it twice, and it was in the spring, April, and they were spawning, and I did fairly well both times. But I've never fished them pre-spawn there, so it'll be a bit of an adjustment. But we'll see. We just gotta go out there and run with it and see what happens.
Well, we know you've been preparing. You've been doing a lot of tackle prep, a lot of lake prep for the Classic.
Yeah. Sure.
Your head's in the game. But Cory, we need you to be a champion. Okay.
All right.
We need you to be a champion. The whole Bass Galaxy does. Now, Andy the Ginger Ninja, are we ready for this? Okay, we're gearing up for this right now. And
Perfect.
What I have done is I've assembled champions. Okay, Cory?
Wow. Okay.
Yes. And these champions are going to give you words of wisdom on how to become a champion. And
okay.
All right, are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready for this.
I don't know if I am. And Ginge, give me some music or a get to hell when we're ready to go, and we're gonna get this whole kit and caboodle on the road. So this you gotta understand that these great champion. It's the great Canadian snow leopard. It's himself. It's Gussie.
Hey, how hot are you right now?
Oh, I'm smoking hot.
Hey, can we get Carrie Lee to come and do a shrinkage check for us right now?
Buddy, they don't shrink in hot tub.
Wow, like
I look
shrivel
buddy,
Ben?
Hey,
It's like a sea monkey. They're just growing in there, Gus.
oh, buddy. Like what does Grow usually say? Playgirl's gonna be calling him.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
No,
Gus,
I'm
welcome. Gus,
sweating
welcome.
like a pig.
I can tell a little bit. You're a little flush. I thought it was just because Gussie came on.
No. Well, that too. He's a good-looking guy, but
He's a champion. Gus is a
he
champ.
is a champion. He's a champion of the world.
It's freaking
Yeah,
champ.
so I was talking to the boys today, and they like. Do you ever go play with Chris's trophies, like the big trophies?
Oh. No, I don't even look at them. When I go into his house, they sit right up on the TV, so I can't even watch TV. It pisses me right off.
Hey, I will let it be known, everybody. Every time Cory will say, like, in the last couple of years, I don't lip off to him anymore because every single time I do, I get my ass whipped. And I feel like this has been bugging me all day now since you asked me to come on here, Pat, because I'm going to if I light him up, he'll probably win everything this year.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Maybe he'll have to retire.
No, let me have it.
Hammer him.
Yeah, bring her.
Well, yeah, right there, bud.
Oh, look at
Beautiful.
her.
Can't look. Can't
I
look.
shined it up earlier, but
No doubt. Still see the spit on it.
There is some spit shine on it.
Yeah, hopefully that's what it is.
Hey, at
yeah,
least-
I'm sure. Yeah, no, you're due. You're gonna get one. Probably get a couple.
No, it's just a matter of time.
he thinks
We'll see.
St. Lawrence, Gus. What do you think?
Well, I mean, yeah, if you have 30 chances on your home lake, I mean, you should win one of them eventually. But
Yeah, you would think. You would think.
So
I
that
just asked you.
everyone knows where all his spots are now. So every year that he doesn't get it done, it's going to be harder and harder.
he's got more.
Yeah, I got a few up my sleeves.
He's got more of them. Hey, Gus, what's the dumbest thing you ever seen Chris do?
Chris or Cory?
Corey, I'm sorry, Corey. Corey. Yeah, go, Chris.
Chris, I mean, we could be here all night talking about dumb things.
Yeah.
Chris.
Well, no, I'm asking about Corey. What's the dumbest thing you ever seen Corey do?
The very first time we ever met, it was probably around 2007 or 8. It was a long time ago. And Shimano used to sponsor both of us. Still, they're a good sponsor for me. But Cory grew up, in Shimano's backyard, and they put us in a hotel room together downtown Toronto for a weekend for the Toronto Sportsman Show or whatever. And we just hit it off perfect. We had a big jug of some kind of gold liquid and
Tin cup, whatever it was.
yeah, tin cup. And,
Big
yeah.
candle.
yeah, there was a lot of dumb things happened that weekend, and I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And
We got a bit aggressive.
you did what, Corey?
We got a bit aggressive on that bottle.
Yeah. And you became buds ever since then.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah. But the dumbest thing I've ever seen him do, he came up a couple years after that. He came up deer hunting, and we used to have some of the best deer hunting in the world here, and it tapered off. But he kind of caught the tail end of it when it was really good, and had him in a ground blind. And the biggest, and like I'll put a picture of this deer up after, but the biggest body deer I've ever had on a trail camera. It had hundreds and hundreds of bucks.
It was a great biggie.
Big giant 8-pointer, like a 350-pounder, big huge deer. And it was like about a 45, 50-yard shot from the ground blind to the bait pile. And he calls me and Chris up like, yeah, I got him. And we went in there. It was right at dark. I'll give him that. It was like last light, but he missed it. Missed it with a rifle scope. There's been every couple
Low
years
light.
the reason why he missed changes. There's been some good ones to that, good excuses.
The reason's the
There's,
same.
but-
The reason's the same. I'm going to tell you what it is. So on these rifles, there's a floating barrel. And I'm not a rifle hunter, so I don't know this stuff. So on the ground blind, I rest the barrel on the ground blind. And Pat, I don't miss.
Okay.
Rest the barrel on the ground blind, squeeze off, and I'm like, oh yeah, smoked them, blah, 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 whatever. I find out like 2 years later that my buddy missed like 190 incher doing the same thing, and he's like, dude, I rested the barrel on the blind, and I shot way over his back. And we went and tested it, and that's exactly why.
You buying that, Gus?
Killed a giant with a...
Whatever. I mean, yeah, excuses or whatever, but the next day, or a day or two later, he shot one of the biggest bucks that I've had my hands on ever up here. It was like 170-something incher. It was a giant. Yikes. And so he redeemed himself. But, he gets bugged about that deer. Like, I probably bugged him about it like 100 times. I'm sure he's sick of it.
I'm fine with it. I don't lose any sleep anymore over it.
Hey, did you see the coyote he killed earlier?
Yeah, I saw the coyote.
I killed one the other day with my 22-250 from my sister's back porch at 487 yards.
You were wearing camo in the picture I saw.
Buddy, I live in Canada. It's cold.
In the house with his camo on just so he's ready for the picture.
No, that was a different coyote. That was one that the brother-in-law shot.
Oh, okay. That's where you had the earth tone camo on, the skin flesh one?
No, I got that one on now.
Oh, okay. So, Gussie, like, what is the word to the wise? What is the word wise of the champion, Jeff Gussie, to?
Well, for Cory, I mean, I think it's listen to Chris. Whatever Chris says, listen to what Chris says all the time, bud. And it's proven Chris is a champion, and that's probably your number one. You know,
I'm gonna go to his house and kill him to sleep tonight.
Where is he? Where is Chris tonight?
He's probably sitting at his house in his hot tub.
Yeah.
He's got two roommates, so he's probably sitting in there with him. Awkward.
They have snorkels on?
No, I
don't know. Hey, Great Canadian Snow Leopard champion, Tennessee River champ. Thanks for piping in tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me,
buddy.
boys.
We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and good luck. Knock him out this year, Gus.
Yep. Try not to do too good though.
Well,
hey,
every once in a while I beat Cory about 1 out of every 3 or 4 tournaments. So when I do, I let him know about it. And but
wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah, no. All right, we'll see you soon.
You guys are fierce. You guys are fierce. Hey, what you want to bring in more champions?
Bring them.
Let's Ginge, you got more champions lined up? All right. We got another champion coming. Ladies and gentlemen, who could this be now? Who do you think it is, Cor?
I'm going to guess maybe Fighter.
Fighter? Could be Fighter. It could be, I don't know. It could be anybody. It could be another Canadian, as far as we know. It could be an Australian that people think you're Australian. It could be a Yugoslavian, but it's not a Yugoslavian. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your 2021 BASS Angler of the Year.
Oh, yes.
Seth Giuseppe Bartholomew Fighter.
What's up, boys?
What's going on, bud?
Oh, not much. Been watching Cory in a hot tub for an hour.
You're jealous. Come on in.
Yeah, I'll come cuddle.
Yeah.
Looks cozy. Did Grandma make cookies?
No, she didn't.
Well, that
she has beer cold in the fridge, though. I'll give her that.
Yeah, I bet.
Yep.
I can tell you guys miss each other.
We do.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm ready to get the band back together.
But we need to do a hunt in the fall. We need to kill stuff.
I seen you killed a lot this year. Maybe I should come hang out with you.
Wow. Yep, that hurt. That was the best one yet. One about bass fishing, I don't care, but that one was a good one.
Little tag souping. Some tag souping.
That's too soon.
No, it's fine. I just got to get over it. but I've been taking it out on the coyotes. I promise.
No, I'm into that. I'll come shoot some dogs.
Staying at my sister's place, and I sold my house, and I feel bad. Her whole driveway is covered in blood, and she's like freaked right out. I should take a picture.
Yeah. She'll be all right. She knows what she's getting into.
Oh yeah,
absolute beautician in her hot tub.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we've only had one other guest in this whole entire time in a hot tub. I think it was Watson. It's the only other guy, your buddy Watson, Cory.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's how he rolls.
Yeah, I see that. I say, well, champions like hot tub. Fighter, why don't you have a hot tub yet?
I don't know. Not a big hot tub guy.
Yeah? You like being cold, though. You're cold. You like being cold.
No, hot tubs are cool. I don't know.
He doesn't even wear shorts in the summer.
I wear pants in the hot tub.
Cool.
like a skin diving suit.
Cory, you got pants on?
Yep.
He's got britches on.
Making sure.
Yeah.
You never know with him.
It's awkward when Grandma came out and I didn't have any shorts on.
Hey, Fighter.
You just got to turn the bubbles on. No one can tell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Can't
that's
tell.
true. But then you wouldn't be able to hear me.
Unless you get real excited. Then they'll know.
Well, fair enough.
Hey, now. Fighter, did you hear how prepared he is for the 2022 season?
It made me feel better about myself because I'm really not prepared at all either. I like sorted some plastics and that's about it.
Well, let me back up. Let me back up here. Today, I had 7 rods with broken guides that I took to the store to get new guides put on.
That's a big deal.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah,
not bad.
We're about the same pace. It makes me feel better about it. Like I'm sure everyone else they're fishing against has all their shit together and like
yeah, it's fine. I mean,
pre-practicing and doing all kinds of stupid stuff.
Yeah, we're just gonna roll with it like we usually do.
Just show up and catch them.
Win it.
That's all that matters. Catch them when it counts, right, Fighter?
That's right.
Yeah, that's all that matters. So,
yep.
Hey, Fighter, it's obvious that Cory has the blood of a champion, right? I mean, he's got the blood of a champion. You can tell.
He wins the hell out of AAA Derby.
And how? But he does. Come on, you know he's got it.
Yeah.
You know he's got
no doubt.
him.
He'll win a tournament.
Which
year
one?
The next year.
Okay, so if you're gonna pick one this year,
I think he'll have a couple cracks. I don't think he's gonna win the St. Lawrence. I think his brother's gonna beat his ass like he normally does.
Okay.
I think he'll surprise you. He's gonna win some dirty little down south free spawn flipping derb. Or spawn flip
on the
kind of thing going on.
We should put 100 on the St. Lawrence. We'll side bet.
Oh, you'll finish in the top 5.
No, I'm gonna win. I'm telling you right now.
Is your brother gonna let you win after what you did last year?
You just shut your mouth. I'm gonna win.
Okay. Well, you should have won last year. That's another tip for you. You need to put your foot on the gas and quit saving shit.
I know. I'm just gonna let her eat.
Yeah. If you got a 8-pound lead going into the last day, you only need like 15 pounds to win.
Yeah, and you can do that with your eyes closed normally, but I don't know. Like I said, I'll do better next time.
Okay, well, $100. Is this a bet then, Fighter? Are you taking it?
$100 for him to beat me, or $100 for him to win?
To win. He says he's winning it. He bet you $100 he's going to win.
I'll take that and then some. I'm sure he'll beat me, but like I know his brother's going to beat him, so that's just easy money.
No, that won't happen. Daddy's coming.
Daddy's coming.
I hope you're right. I want to see you win.
Yeah,
a way better party.
That's for sure. It'd be a way better party. Yeah. Cory parties are the best kind of parties.
Yeah, we're gonna skid load a 2-lane beer and drink it all.
Yeah.
So Seth, you're a champion. 2021 Angler of the Year. That's a champion.
I guess.
I think so.
Tournament.
Okay, it's okay.
A little different.
Yeah, but it's that you're a damn champion. You okay? You got other derbs under your belt too, bud. So, like, I give him some good prophetic champion advice, like words from the wise Seth Fighter.
Best advice is don't suck.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I think he's there. I mean, he's gonna win tournaments, no doubt.
That's the nicest you've ever said to me.
No, I've said lots of nice things to you. Probably a ball behind your back, but
yeah.
I've said lots of nice things about you. But yeah, I mean, I think he knows what he did wrong at St. Lawrence. That's evident, and I think he's gonna win one regardless. No doubt about it.
Matter of time.
So what's a quality of a champion that you see in Cory? A common denominator, a common quality of a champion.
He wants to win.
Desire.
Manifestation.
Oh.
More so than desire.
Wow.
Cory doesn't even know. He's laughing. He doesn't even know what that word means.
No, I do. It's funny.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, that's every good thing I've had in my fishing career, I've manifested it, I think.
Yeah. So does Clun.
Yeah. Like, you got to see yourself holding the trophy before you hold the trophy. Like, you'll have a dream. You'll wake up at 2 a.m. in the middle of the night, holding the, cut short, holding the trophy.
Yeah.
And then it happens.
Say that I've had that one.
Manifest.
Well, it'll happen.
Yeah.
It might be a vision. It might be a dream. Whatever.
Maybe.
It replays in your brain before it happens.
I love it. I love it, Fighter. Manifest your own destiny.
Yeah.
I like it. Good stuff. He's already a master of his own domain. So
yeah, he looks like he lost some weight. He looks trim.
He does. He's svelte.
Yeah.
What you been doing, Cord? Dexatrim?
The what?
What have you been doing? Diet pills?
What do you mean?
You're slim. Thin. You're slim.
Yeah, it's that time of year when I don't eat at McDonald's every week.
Okay.
On the road?
Yeah, and I'll get fat by the end of the year again. And then I'll lose. It's like a yo-yo.
Hey, Fighter, what's the dumbest thing you ever seen Cory do?
Uh-oh.
Oh. There's a lot of dumb things I've seen him do. Honestly, his brother's way dumber. But I mean, probably the St. Lawrence, I don't know what year it was, 2-3 years ago, when he was running, he broke down, like, used his buddy's boat, and broke the trolling motor off of it, and then came in like an hour and 15 minutes late or something like that. And I beat him by one spot.
Oh yeah, you did.
He gave me like a 15-pound cushion, and I mowed him down.
And if I had a got in, he beat me by one spot, and Fighter made the cut and I didn't. And if I had a got in that cut, I would have won AOY that year.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's probably the dumbest thing I've seen him do.
Really?
Major dumb thing. Lots of little dumb things.
Yeah, on tour. But
I do, yeah. We all do little dumb stuff.
We all do dumb stuff, but here's a tough one. Fighter. What's the smartest thing you ever seen Cory do?
Ooh.
Ginge, you better give him a clock on this.
He's pretty crafty on the water.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I got a good example of it, but I mean, he's a smart fisherman.
We saw it on
He's
Pickwick.
just dumb as in like math and like numbers and like reading a clock,
manifesting, things like that.
Yeah. Like anything you went to school for, he's really bad at. But fishing, he's got that.
Yeah.
He's got fish and street smarts.
Yeah, for sure.
I got kicked out of a lot of classes.
Did you have to go to summer school?
I think they wanted me to one year, but I wasn't having any part of it.
Yeah, I had to do night school in your junior year of high school.
No chance that was happening.
Yeah, well, I wasn't graduating without it. But
No,
whatever.
My graduation, but even though I was on the honor roll.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
You guys are doing well for yourselves, though.
I'm doing okay.
So you're rooming again, right? So it's the Johnston brothers, and then Seth and Matt, right?
Yeah. Yep. Gussie's still big timing us from last year ever since he won his little blue trophy.
Yep.
And then unfortunately we lost Grow Dog, so
yeah.
He's out. But yeah, Gussie's big timing us, and Maddie's in.
So you got the four of you.
Yeah.
Or
you gonna be all right, all four of you?
We'll be okay.
I think so.
Without Grow was like the brains behind the operation.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're so unorganized. Like I think we just got our place for Harris chain like this week. Normally we had like everything all lined out.
Yeah. And Grow, I saw it. He took care of the whole house when he had the coffee made. He had everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's killing it.
Yeah.
But I think he'll do good over at the FLW.
Yeah.
He'll do great.
Yeah. I think that's a good move for him there, though. But we'll all miss him. We might see him again someday.
We just need Gussie to have a really rough year, so he'll come back and hang out with us low lifes.
Make him tough.
We need him. We need his money level to get back down to ours, so then he'll stay with us again.
Yeah.
The other bracket.
He got bougie on us. He's just 5-star and everywhere he goes.
He's got like valet parking for his truck and boat. Thinks he's cool.
And the big rims, the extra large rims on the truck. That's the giveaway.
You got the Larry Hoovers.
Yeah, the 52 inchers.
Well,
yep.
Yeah, he went wild. But hey, good advice, Seth. Amazing.
I don't know if there was any advice.
No, it was.
He'll win one. He'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
No, I like the advice was to manifest his victory.
Yeah,
I think
and just beat your brother. That's all you got to do. If you beat your brother every tournament, you'll win one.
Well, I'm gonna beat him on the St. Lawrence. I promise.
Oh, there's $100 on it.
I hope you do. I'd gladly pay you that $100. You're gonna spend it all on booze that night, anyways, on us. So I'm not worried about it.
Fair enough.
Fighter, this is a worse situation than Cory not filling his deer tag.
No, it is.
What do you think the probability of Chris winning another blue trophy before Cory is? Or is it Cory?
I think Cory has a better chance of winning one before we get to the St. Lawrence than his brother does. But I think, like, honestly, if I was going to bet on the St. Lawrence, I'd bet on his brother.
Okay.
But maybe not. We can go to Canada this year, and I know he likes fishing up in Canada, so maybe that's.
Look at him smiling.
Maybe that'll be a little trick up his sleeve. I don't know. I don't think his brother will win one until they get to the St. Lawrence.
Well,
it's just like shallow water bank beater. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. It could be another. You were talking about fishing for the outside girls at Pickwick. Maybe something might happen, Cor.
You never know.
You know where they live.
I don't know where they live. They'll be out there grinding away.
Hey, let me ask. Hey, Ginge, can we bring in our unscheduled guest or no? We're going to stick with our originally scheduled program. Yep. Got it. Hey, Fighter, that was great advice. And I was. You don't think so, but it was. It really was. Cory, don't you think it was?
I think so, yeah.
He's better at fishing than I am. I don't know what he needs advice for.
Is Cory a sandbagger?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How do you decipher through his bullshit? Like, if you guys are talking about a derb, how do you personally, Seth, decipher through what is fact and what is fiction when it comes out of Cory Johnston's mouth?
It seems like he gets more honest every day of the event. Like the first day of practice, like 100% bullshit.
No, that's not. I'll tell the truth.
Well. you get more honest as the event goes on.
Yeah, I mean, so would
I
everybody.
think we all do, though. You know, when it comes to day 2, day 3 of the tournament, it's then you're to the point like, oh, here, go and I'm not going to go there, use this, whatever. But day 1 of practice, I'm not buying what he's selling.
So just you got the earplugs in.
Well, I just remember like last year where he I think it was that Toho or St. John's event, where I ended up catching him in that canal. And I talked to him like after the first day of practice. He said he went in there and didn't have a bite or nothing. And then
not
after
true.
After the third day of the tournament, he's like, yeah, I caught a 4-pounder in there.
No, that's not true. I told you that I had a couple bites in there.
Wait a minute. Those are different stories.
Yeah, whatever. It's all good. He's getting better.
You are sweating so much, Cory.
It's just that's the whole point of a hot tub.
Getting the poisons out.
Yeah.
Detoxing.
He had physical therapy today, Seth.
I did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He got rubbed
You
down.
gimping now?
Oh, I'm gimping, bud. Bad.
Are you?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Lower back, side joint, not good.
Really?
Yep. Fantasy fishing people have to drop me.
Yeah, you'll be all right. You're tough. You don't have to play through the pain.
You're going to have to Bill Dance it.
You're going to have to.
Be all right.
You'll do fine dragging a worm.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it.
That's all you need to do. Hey, Fighter, thanks a lot, man, for hopping aboard and giving some advice.
Yeah, thanks, bud.
Yeah,
and
no problem. I'll give you a whole shit pile of advice when I see you next.
The real advice. All right, man, Fighter, and good luck with your travels and also with your preparation for the 2022 season. And of course, best of luck in 22. And I'll see you soon in Florida, bud.
Oh yeah. See you, boys.
We'll be catching
you soon.
That's Seth Fighter. He's the Dirty Llama. Give it up for Seth Fighter, your 2021 BASS Angler of the Year, which brings us now to the final champion of the evening, Cory, and this is the guest of honor. Right now, this is the champion of champions. Is that right, Ginge? Am I right? This is the champion of all champions who is here to give you advice on how to be a champion. Are you ready for this, Cory? All right, Ginge, you tell me when. What do we got? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever on this Stray Cast show, the third original member of Johnston Royalty. It's Lynn Johnston, the man who spawned Cory. Welcome to the Stray Cast show, Lynn.
How are you?
What's going on? How you doing, man? Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you look
Happy
good there.
New Year.
You look very Happy New Year to you, too. You look very wise behind that timepiece, Lynn.
Not so much. I think I'm tricking you.
So, Cory, did you think this was the champion I was going to bring aboard?
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
I mean, you are Canada's OG Derber, man. Like, you have a fierce reputation. In Canada as a bass fisherman, Lynn. You know that about you?
You know what? I've done my share over the years, but there were a lot of good fishermen up here.
Hey, I saw this thing that Power Pole did recently about your boy, and I know you saw it too, and it was amazingly done. And he talked about how he told you when he was a young boy that he wanted to be a pro bass fisherman, and he said you just looked at him like he was crazy. Like, who does that? And lo and behold, both sons are professional bass fishers. That's a big deal.
Yeah, that's a big deal in Canada. There's never enough money in tournament fishing in Canada. And to say you're a professional fisherman in Canada, it just doesn't cut it. So when these guys said they wanted to be professional fishermen, I was a little bit skeptical. They did prove me wrong, but it had to take them going down to the States to do it.
Yeah.
And I've done very well with them.
Yeah, and I mean, and there has to be that moment where you were like, wow, they're doing it. They're doing this. Like, when was that moment for you, Lynn? Like, when did that happen for you? Before the elites, or was it when they were still in the FLWs? When were you feeling that?
Well, that's a good question. When this first started, it was Chris who first started fishing FLW when he was 17, and he fished on the St. Lawrence River.
Yep.
Finished second, I believe. And that's when I said to my wife, these guys are pretty good at what they do. Cory had a great job with Ontario Hydro. So I didn't want to see him leave that job. But you think that didn't tear the heart out of him to see Chris down on the St. Lawrence River catching bedded bass and him working a hydro truck? Nah, that didn't last long.
It was eating them. It was eating them up, wasn't it?
It was killing them.
So but it's those type of things in all champions, Lynn, that spark. It's got to be something. So it's like, okay, here's you. Cory's looking at you as a child. You're a bass fishing derber. Then his bro goes over to America, achieves some success. That's the fire litten. You know what I mean? It's lit.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's been lit his whole life. Cory's growing up in the bass boat. And I always tell the story about going out, doing my pre-fishing, 12 hours on the water, come back to the dock, Cory jump out of the boat, go running around the marina, flipping all the boats, and me wanting to go home, and him hollering, just a minute, a couple more boats, and he's only 6 or 7. He was driving me crazy.
Bonkers. Now he's got enough money for his own hot tub.
Well, that's all right. He works hard for it.
I mean, when you watch Bass live, does it drive you nuts, especially when your boys are on in the top 10? You know what I mean, on Bassmaster Live? Does it drive you bonkers?
You know what? It doesn't drive me bonkers because I've watched them so long. I pretty near know what they're thinking, and I know they know how to catch them. And if they're in the top 10, they've done something right. So the one that comes to mind is Pickwick, when Cory made that call to go to the dock.
Yeah.
And he puts a beat down on those fish. I just knew he was going to do that, and that's what they do. I just know they make the right decisions.
And that's that whether you know it or not, Cory, that even though you did not win that tournament, that is a historic bass fishing decision. It really is. It's a classic.
Oh, it is.
It's a textbook example. And yeah, those. Hey, that was Lynn. That was me, Stock, and Fighter yelling in the background. By the way,
yeah. Kudos being out there in the rain that day. I was saying, wow, that's something.
They had to tell me not to use certain words because I forgot we were on live.
You wouldn't do that, Pat.
No, I used code words going forward. So you're a champion, Lynn. You are a bass fishing champion in Canada, and I need you to give your boy some champion advice. Advice from a champion on how to be a champion. Can you do that for us, Lynn?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Get off the hamburger so you can fit into your shirt. How's that?
Hey, me and Fighter were just telling him he looked svelte, like he lost
I was just wondering if your camera was off or something. He's one hamburger away from my wardrobe.
You don't need to get winded out there. You can't be a champion winded, Cor. Hey, do you see it for your son this year, Lynn?
Absolutely. It's coming down the pipe. I know the hours all these guys on the elites put in. 12-hour, 14-hour days. And Cory and Chris do the same. And I can see it happening this year.
I mean,
he's been so close.
Everybody's saying it. And that's kind of one of the reasons, and I'm biased too, because I, of course, want Cory to win a Derb, but everybody's talking about that like 22 is Cory's year. I don't know if Cory knows that, but people are like, yeah, this is Cory's year. That guy's an animal. He's finally going to explode. You know what I mean? But I know you hear the buzz, Lynn. You're around the Bassin scene. You hear it?
Yeah, it's coming down the pipe. I know he's been talking about the different lakes, and every year they go to the States, they're learning something new, and every year it's getting better and better for them. And the Garmin electronics now are so sophisticated that these fish, they're finding them. I mean, just like all the guys on the elites, they're finding them and they know how to catch them. So it's going to be a fun year.
Yeah, what's Cory's Derb? What's his Derb to win this year?
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb.
Okay.
And say, he said he didn't want to do Pickwick. I'm going to pick Pickwick.
Gotcha. Okay, that's my feeling too. That's my gut too. I don't know why, but when I close my eyes, my manifestation was Pickwick.
He said he doesn't like fishing around people, but I'm going to say he'll find a group of fish off somewhere and he's going to beat on them.
Well, what's cool is he's going to win that one and St. Lawrence and win $100 from Fighter.
That $100 from Fighter will mean more to him than the winning the St. Lawrence.
You'll never spend that 100 ever.
No, absolutely.
He'll have it bronzed in a gold schmelting accident. Just something like that. Hey, Lynn, are you coming to some Derbs this year? You coming to the States?
Yeah, I'm going to get down to the U.S. I just don't know when. I'm going to make the Classic for sure. And I'll probably do a couple other ones just to get some sunshine, get some vitamin D into me.
There you go. I think I'm going to be out there for sure at the Classic, so I'll see you again over there.
Now, would we have an adult beverage down there?
Yeah, I'm going to make sure you are set up well with Tin Cup. I hear you Canadians like the rye.
Ooh, you're talking dirty to me.
All that dirty talk. Hey, Power Pole's been good to both of your sons.
Yeah, I'll never forget the call. We were down on Sturgeon Bay, and they had only been fishing in the U.S. for a short time. And that call came to Cory, and we were in a cottage. And he got real serious from that phone call, went in the bedroom. When he come back out, he said, Power Pole wants to sponsor me.
Wow.
And for us, being Canadians, that was huge. That was over the top. And how good they've been to Cory and Chris over the years, man, that's not something you see in Canada.
They've believed
that was the big eye-opener.
Yeah, I mean, and what a phone call to get, Cory. It's like it kind of took you back.
For sure. I mean, from a company like that's that well respected in the fishing industry, that was a big step for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, and behind you all the way, 100%. They
100%.
Yeah,
they know the fishing game, and they chose him. To me, that was amazing. That was special.
And the bottom line is, too, as we see in all champions, that Cory has an amazing support system. His wife, Carrie Lynn, and you, of course, Lynn, and the boys, and Chris, and gosh, I mean, everybody. It's you could tell there's a lot of love for Cory. You know?
Yeah. Oh, he's got lots of support. He knows that. That's the nice thing when you can go and do your pre-fishing and tournaments and you don't have to worry about anything. That's a nice frame of mind to have.
Hey, he's got a good hook set. You see them Pickwick things we put up on the social? Man, Cory's cracking them.
Oh, yeah. He goes crazy on those hook sets.
Are you like that too, Lynn?
Absolutely.
Is he like that, Cory? Cory, is he a snap setter or a leader?
Yeah. When we were growing up, like back when we used to flip cane and whatnot, it was mono way back in the day, and it was set the hook as hard as you can.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of doesn't matter now if it's braid, fluoro, whatever.
There's, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, there's just something amazing about the power that a bass fisherman feels from a kick-ass hook set. You know what I mean?
Feels good.
100%.
Yeah, it's just nothing like it, It's like...
And when you crack it and it's a 4 or 5 pound fish and it doesn't move, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's a great thing. It's like you've been kicking the sheets for an hour. You know what I mean, Lynn?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mucking the old barn for a whole hour, and then I'll boom it all, boom, 6-pounder, right there, right there. Cory Johnston is going to be a champion. That's the prediction.
Absolutely.
And we're hoping we're going to see it in 22. So, and
the better.
Yeah, we're feeling good about it. Hey,
I'd put money on it.
Yeah, and so I guess so did Fighter. So in another way. Hey, but let's the good people at Power Pole, speaking of Power Pole, are giving away to a lucky viewer tonight a Power Pole fun pack, straight cash swag bag, fun pouch full of full of Power Pole stuff. Cory, did you get a winner?
I did. It's let me have a little look here.
Yeah, take your time. We're gonna get you some fanfare music. We'll get let's get Ginge. What do you want to do? Like what do you want to do? Drum roll, medieval. What should we do? Trumpets. Let's do the medieval. That sounds good, right, Lynn?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, whenever you got it, Cora?
I got it.
All right. Hey. Cory Johnston with the winner of the Power Pole giveaway.
The winner is Brandon DeBoard.
Brandon DeBoard. There it is. All right, nice. Man. Hey, that's awesome. All you got to do, Brandon, is direct message Straightcast Facebook page. Attention, Jake Haas. He's going to get Kurt Hill at Power Pole the info, and they're going to send it right out to you. So,
nice.
Yeah, pretty cool. Cory, you just made that guy's dreams come true.
Perfect. I like it.
He won a package from Cory Johnston in the hot tub.
Nice.
That did not sound right, Cor.
That did not sound good.
That did not sound good. That's not a good way to close a show.
Well, tell you.
Hey, Cory, it's been a great time tonight. I hope you had fun.
We always have fun.
Yeah, man. And I mean, it's been a little different tonight. Usually we're just straight clowning, but we kind of covered all kinds of stuff,
We did.
Yeah, man. And I appreciate it. And I really, my favorite part, I'd be amiss if I didn't say that having your dad on was the favorite part of the show. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
Bass Galaxy, give it up for Lynn Johnston, the legend, the Kenyatian legend. That's the guy right there. And Cory, the best of luck, bud. Knock him out in 22. We look forward to see you on plenty of Bass Live Top 10s. And, of course, I'll see you on the road to Happy Bass and Destiny, bud.
All right, Pop. Thanks for having me, and I'm sure we'll chat soon here in Florida.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for the Johnston father and son team right there. Cory from the hot tub and Lynn Johnston. Thanks, guys. Peace.
See you now.
There it
Take
is.
care.
Good night. Cory, cool down time now. Cool down.
All right, cool down.
Cool down time. Cool down time of the physical therapy. There it is. Episode 1, Season 7, in the books. Stray Cast, the glorified version of a bass fishing talk show. Kaboom, kapow, we did it. We did this. Ginge remotely. How are you feeling, Ginge?
Good.
Andrew Ellenberger from the
You can hear me. I'm there.
remote Stray Cast headquarters. Ginge, it's been a great first show. I had fun time with Cor.
That was good.
Yeah, and all the special guests, and Lynn, and Gus, and Seth, and all that good stuff, and Power Pole for giving it away now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Hey, next week, on this thin raft of bass fishing, we bring to you the annual visit of Mark Johannes Zona. Dark Zona from Michigan coming aboard. Also, Pistol Pete from Omnia. We're going to do some kind of tackle talk. I don't want to call it tackle talk anymore. That's dumb. Everybody's calling it tackle. We got to call it something else. Like Sneaky Sneaks with Sneaky Pete or something. I just made up that now. But not that. Something else. Send me a message. Tell me what we should call the tackle talk with Pete. titillating, tantalizing tackle talk with Pistol Pete. Hey, thank you very much to all our amazing sponsors who make Straight Casts happen. Of course, Crestliner Boats, Sims Fishing, TH Marine, Power Pole, Dakota Lithium, Omnia Fishing, Abu Garcia, Berkeley, KVD Line and Lure, Amphibia, War Eagle, Ichikawa, ouch, teamed with poisonously sharp, deadly points. Alpha Angler Fishing, Bite Me Tackle, Tin Cup Whiskey. Yeah, thanks to all of you that make this show happen. Hey, I'm Pat Renwick and Andrew Ellenberger. We bid you peace, and we bid you. See you next week. Same bass time, same bass channel. Straight Casts, the glorified version of a bass fishing talk show. The people's proper bass and talk. For the people, by the people. Peace. I'm out of here. Peace.